We all knew this was coming. We all knew this was the case. But now it has been officially said from the horse's mouth that Disney is done with Doctor Who. Now, we all thought this was going to be the case after there was no immediate announcement for season 3 of the Disney Plus Doctor Who. And then there was all the news that, Ncuti Gatwa wanted to leave the show. Millie Gibson left the show. There was the announcement that the deal was only for 2 seasons, and that if Disney wanted, they could do a third one. They very clearly did not want to do a third one. And now, with all the speculation, we all, as Doctor Who fans, knew it was over. It's done. Disney's done with them. And now it's official. The BBC themselves have stated that they are now done with Disney. Disney is now done with them. So in a statement, the BBC's director of drama, Lindsay Salt, said that we'd like to thank Disney Plus for being terrific global partners and collaborators over the past 2 seasons for the upcoming war between the land and sea, which this wraps up their partnership. Because their partnership was for 26 episodes, and then this wraps up the partnership. So the 26 episodes is those 2 seasons and then this. She then went on to say that the BBC remains fully committed to Doctor Who, which continues to be one of our most loved dramas. It is one of your most loved dramas, which makes it all the more heart-wrenching when we see how much you've butchered it. And we're delighted that Russell T Davies has agreed to write us another spectacular Christmas special for 2026. No Christmas special this year. Notice, we don't get a Christmas special this year. Next year. We can assure fans the Doctor is not going anywhere, and we'll be announcing plans for the next season in due course, which will ensure the TARDIS remains at the heart of the BBC. So this is a bunch of spin. So there's a Christmas special next year, not this year, because there wasn't going to be one this year. They canceled the Christmas special this year, actually. There was one Christmas special planned for this year, and then they canceled it when they found out that, we're not going to be on Disney Plus anymore. This also coincides with the fact that Ncuti Gatwa is no longer the Doctor, and they had to quickly write his regeneration out. And his regeneration was a complete mess because it didn't go the way they wanted. Initially, his regeneration was going to be he regenerates and it fades to white, and we don't see who the next Doctor is. Then at the last second, Russell T Davies decided, I'll put Billie Piper in to kind of hook the Disney in and make them renew us and get a new deal. Well, it didn't, actually, Russell, and now you just look like even more of an idiot than you already are. And again, 2026. Christmas special 2026. No Christmas special this year. This is probably the future of Doctor Who, if I had to take a guess, if the BBC doesn't find a partner. This is the special for Doctor Who. Christmas specials is probably what we're going to do. Or we'll do like the David Tennant thing, where he just had a bunch of specials for like 2009. It was just a bunch of specials. That's probably what we'll do for Doctor Who going forward. What they do with the Doctor is a completely different thing, because we have the whole thing, is Billie Piper the Doctor? Is she not? The best thing to do is to just forget anything that happened in the Disney era existed. I would go so far as to say everything post-Capaldi doesn't count on the show. But why was it canceled? Right? Why would Disney do this? All the Doctor Who fans, the 5 that are left, that watched the Disney Plus stuff, were like, but why would they do this? I don't understand. Well, we can take a look at the ratings. So if we go here, Space Babies, which was the season premiere, had a 2.6 overnight. Then we went down to The Devil's Car, which is 2.4, 2.04, 2.62. This, I believe, was the one that was written... No, Boom, I believe, was the one... Was this the one written by Stephen Moffat? One of these was written by Stephen Moffat. I think it's 73 Yards was written by Stephen Moffat. So that's probably why I got the bump. Then it went back down to 2.12, 2.11, 2.02. And then Empire of Death with 2.25. These are overnight ratings. That is awful for Doctor Who. Right? We're talking about a show that used to get 7 million on a bad day. Right? And now it's barely hitting 2. And then we go to the next season. Get out. Season 1 was 2 million. We're straight up at 2 million now. Then we went to 1.58. So this was now the record for the lowest rated Doctor Who episode ever. Only to be beaten in the same season by episode 4 with 1.5 million. So now this is the lowest rated Doctor Who episode of all time. This is the lowest viewed overnight Doctor Who episode of all time. Then we had a bit of a bump for 5. 6 went up as well. And then we went back down for 7 and a bit of a bump for the finale. These are the worst ratings Doctor Who has ever had in its 60 plus years, and it was on the Disney Plus era. So it's no wonder that with these views, that Disney went, yeah, we're kind of gonna pull the plug. And I mean, they even tell you here that the David Tennant trio of episodes averaged overnight 5 to 7 million viewers. Way bigger than any of these episodes ever did. So Doctor Who is dead and buried, really, as far as I'm concerned. This is a zombie franchise. Doctor Who has been dead really since, like, what, 2018? When Jodie came. To me, that's when Doctor Who, the show, died. I love Doctor Who. It is my favorite thing in the world. But I have no problem telling you when the show sucks. And the show has sucked for an absolutely long time. And now, we're now in a turbulent future for Doctor Who. What happens? Again, I think we're just doing specials. We're just going to do specials. Who is the new Doctor? If they're smart, which they're clearly not, since Russell T Davies is writing the freaking Christmas special next year. So they're clearly not smart if they're keeping him on. You would just ignore everything he did with Billie Piper. Right? Look at this quote, by the way, from this article. Doctor Who's future is finally clear and it's looking better. Yes, with a Christmas special that we are now ordering the very second this statement goes out. We're ordering a Christmas special. I guarantee you Russell T Davies found out he's writing this Christmas special for next year while he read this statement. Okay? They are scrambling. You know they're obviously scrambling if they're not having one this year and they're pushing it to next year. So yeah, I would love for Doctor Who to like find its way again and go back to being the wonderful show I know it can be. But for that to happen, you need to get rid of who's involved. You need to take a step back and realize, what do people want, right? And you need to have a good look in the mirror and realize that it's not the fans' fault, it's your fault. Calling fans and telling them to touch grass is not the best way to get them to watch your show. Just saying. But let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Are you happy about this news? I'm super happy about it. You know, seeing shows that deserve their just desserts get their just desserts makes me very happy. And Doctor Who is one of them. So I'm very happy. Are you happy? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time.